Libra. It very much feels like February's going to be all's well that ends well. Although I'm not sure. The overall energy is that of poverty and feeling alone, the Five of Pentacles. A card in the middle. And that runs through the entire reading, including the end. So I need to recognise that. In recent past, we have the Hierophant, which suggests organised religion. It could be a formal way of doing things, learning from people that know. And I think you've moved on to something a little bit more spiritual. You're the High Priestess, balance, control of the conscious and the subconscious. In the future, however, you get disillusioned with something and you walk away from it. I wonder if you walk away from love, or is it religion that you walk away from? The energy leading to the outcome is the Ace of Clubs. Intuition, sort of new information that changes your thinking. And what would change the outcome is the Six of Pentacles, which is a card of charity. Now, I don't know if that's you getting or receiving charity. And then the final card, the outcome, is the Two of Cups, a divine love. You look at it, they're dressed similarly, they're exchanging cups. There's an angel above their head. It's a soulmate. It's a divine love. I mean, to be honest, the whole thing would fit, apart from that Five of Pentacles. Why is it there? We need to explore, don't we? We need to look at these cards a little bit more detail, and I'll hope you'll be with me for the rest of the reading. Now, the energy that runs throughout it is this Five of Pentacles, which is traditionally seen as the card of poverty. Could be a card of feeling alone, not having friends. You look at the card, there she is, probably with her granddad who looks to be a cripple. It looks bleak, but the sun's shining through the chapel window there, so there's always hope. But what I don't like about it is its position, because of it's dominating the entire reading, and it doesn't really fit with the other energies. Now, Leo had the Five of Pentacles as an outcome, and that also didn't completely fit, and in the end I concluded it was about attitudes, and that if you have a poverty mentality, then it will be self-fulfilling. I've no idea if that applies to you, Libra. None at all. It's worth bearing in mind, isn't it? In recent past, we have the Hierophant card, which does suggest to me that you looked towards formal religion. Certainly you're looking towards sort of tried and tested ways of doing things and learning from others. You look at the card, well, they're like acolytes, aren't they? Learning from the guru there. It's ecumenical, as these cards typically are, but I often think this is religion. It's not, if it is New Age, you're sort of exploring it within a formal structure. You're not going off on your own with this one. No, it's a formal way of looking at things. Now, as I say, that's the past. And now, as I said, the past was about what I see as formal religion. But now we have the High Priestess, which could be you going off on your own. This could be exploring the New Age. I mean, it could be all sorts of things, to be honest. You look at it, it's a card of balance. She has the black and the white pillars there. She has the book and the wand in her hand. She has her foot on a moon. So she has mastery over the unknown. She has mastery over the left and right hand brains, mastery over the conscious and the subconscious, a mastery over the magical and the material. So I think it represents a huge change from that Hierophant card. Now remember, we have this poverty. Are you looking for reasons why you feel poor? Do you know, I've still no idea. Still no idea. That poverty card really is throwing me. It really is. And in your future we have the Eight of Cups. That's you becoming disillusioned and walking away from something. You look at the card, he was down by a beautiful lake and now he's walking up a mountain. So it's not going to be easy, but he's walking away from it. And in the background there's the moon. Now what I've been avoiding saying is this about world events, because of I'm getting these sort of spooky readings as though something is going to happen in February, that many of you are going to become disillusioned with the world. Change your views on things. This feeling of poverty may come from that. I have a view, and I didn't think it would be in February, but I have a view that in sometime in 2023 there'll be a currency reset. That will be global, more or less. Is it about that? Is it about a growing realisation that that's what's going on? I mean, I don't want to spread rumours, you know, but all of these readings are having this feel to me that these aren't entirely personal issues. We'll see, Libra. And the card that leads to the outcome is the Ace of Clubs, Ace of Wands. I mean, this is inspiration. This is seeing things in a different way. And again, this has been happening. People are seeking inspiration. People are seeking new ways of looking at things. And just as I said, Leo, the outcome was this poverty card. But the universe was shouting out, see things differently. See things differently. If you have a poverty mentality, then you will end up in poverty. But if you seek a new way of looking at things, things will be much better for you. Gosh, I didn't want... I mean, I was hoping this would be personal, so I didn't have to go on about global issues, but... Gosh, it's seeming that way. It's seeming that way. And what would change the outcome is the Six of Pentacles, which is a card of charity. Now, if the outcome was the poverty card, I could see how that would be, but it's not. It's the Two of Cups. So, I don't know if this charity is coming to you or you giving it, but charity or being charitable is definitely the way out of this darkness that I think so many of us are going to feel in February. Finding your, what can I say, your faith in fellow man again, in love, in working together, as opposed to being at each other's throats, always trying to rip each other off. And charity is the way to do it, or being charitable. Yeah. And the outcome's a lovely outcome, which is why I said I think all's well that ends well. Two of Cups, unified love. I mean, it could be about partnerships. And this love might not be simply a love for a lover, but it might be a love for humanity. Something divine about it. There's an angel above their heads. They're exchanging cups. They're dressed similarly. Whatever the problem is in February, then love is the answer for sure. Trusting other people, having confidence and faith, cooperating with other people. Maybe cooperating with other people to create your own alternative view of the world, your own alternative view of economics, of society, etc. Maybe that's what's needed, and maybe that's where it's heading. But why would the charity card change it? I don't get it. I just don't get it. I'm sorry, I've got to go for some clarification here, because I'm a bit lost, I've got to say. Now, as you know, the card that's thrown me all along is this Five of Pentacles, this poverty card. So I'm seeking clarity on that. And the first card we get is the Ten of Pentacles. Good heavens. This is why you seek clarity, because I went off on one about the world. And this reading appears to be about love. The second one is the Page of Wands, and that is you going off and seeking inspiration, seeking something creative. Did that break up a marriage? Because the final card we have is the Three of Swords, which is a broken heart. Now remember that this is clarifying this Five of Pentacles, which runs throughout. I'm not certain that this marriage breakup or this relationship breakup is now. I think it could be from the past and it's playing on your mind. Yeah. And that's influencing everything else. That would make much more sense, yes. Let's look at each individually. Now remember, we're clarifying the poverty card, which could mean lack of money, could mean no mates. And the first card of clarity we get is the Ten of Pentacles, which is a card of many blessings. But let's look at it. There's a beautiful, happy family there on a pedestal with their son and two Scotty dogs. There's a blimp in the air, which could be for military use, which worries me. And there's a woman looking at a tarot there, but is she jealous? She could be, couldn't she? She could be. So what I think happened is that a marriage or a relationship broke up. And as a result of that, and I think it was in the past, and as a result of that breakup, you not only have lost money, but you've lost friends. And that's why you're feeling poor and lonely. That's my candid opinion. Why did it break up? Well, I think the next card tells us. And yeah, the next card is the Page of Wands. Kind of looking for inspiration, a free spirit, a creative sort of impulse. Now remember, on the last card there was that woman looking jealous. And I think that maybe another person from the past entered this relationship. Now, it might not be that you had an affair. It might simply be that, you know, an old school friend or something like that, of the sex you're attracted to, let's put it that way, entered into your life, and it made the rest, it broke up the family ultimately. But, you know, I'm not too certain that it was that malicious. I think it was more jealousy on behalf of your partner, rather than there being anything untoward in it. I mean, I might be wrong, but, you know, I think you were just looking for a bit more in the marriage, that's all. If it was a marriage, of course. A little more in the relationship, but it broke it up, yeah. Final card of clarity is the Three of Swords, the broken heart. Well, if you've lost this loving relationship, probably lost your friends, lost your family, and probably lost your lifestyle. There's certainly a lot of money in it. No wonder your heart is broken, particularly if you are somewhat innocent, as I believe you to be. So no wonder this whole thing has played on your mind, and it's confused me about the reading, and I'm sorry, I thought it was about world events and currency collapse, etc. I think it's entirely personal to you. Why are so many relationships on the rocks at the moment, though? And that might be connected to global situation. If I think of my extended Indonesian family, the whole family's in turmoil. There seems to be an energy about that's very destructive at the moment. So maybe I'm not wrong to convolute world events with your personal circumstances. But whatever it is, Libra, I think we can now summarise for you. Libra, I think in the distant past you had a happy family relationship. And I believe it came to an end, and I believe you were probably quite innocent why it ended. You wanted to explore other things, but I don't think in a nasty way. I think you just wanted something a bit more creative or interesting in your life, and you were in touch with old friends, probably of the same gender that you're attracted to, and that got your family jealous. But it wasn't really the sort of thing to break it all up, but it did. And it's broken your heart, and it's not only broken your heart, it's left you short of money, and it's left you feeling like you've got no friends. Probably everyone sided with your family, thinking you did the wrong thing, and I'm just not certain you did. I think it was just a sort of a creative mind that you've got almost. You know, you wanted a bit more out of this relationship than you were getting, and you sort of, well, there's so many, what can I say, I was going to say, there's so many things out there to seduce you, but I don't think you did something wrong. You might have, but I don't think you did. And you know, as a result you turned to religion, but you didn't find solace in that, and I think you then turned to the New Age, you know, and that didn't really do it for you either, and you sort of walked away from both of those things now because you don't quite know what you're looking for. You've got a broken heart, you haven't got much money, and you haven't got many friends. Well, you know, what can we say? And you're still looking for inspiration. I think you're a creative soul. I don't think you're malicious. I think you're looking for inspiration. You're looking for new ideas, new ways of thinking. Now, I can't really understand how charity would help you. Maybe if somebody was charitable towards you, it would take away this impulse to look for something else. But that would be the wrong thing to do, because I think a true love, a divine love, comes into your life that makes things much better. Is this a case of all's well that ends well? It certainly feels that way. I think you were in a relationship or marriage that wasn't really meant for you, and you didn't know yourself, and February is about you finding yourself, if I'm going to be perfectly honest with you.